How does this photo turns from this to this? This is product of photo editing. What is photo editing? Image editing encompasses the processes of altering images, whether they are digital photographs, traditional photochemical photographs, or illustrations. In this video, we will be altering digital photographs. In this tutorial, we will use Adobe Lightroom, an easy-to-use editing app, available on Play Store and App Store. Now we will teach you the basics of photo editing in Adobe Lightroom. Now open your Lightroom app and choose or capture a photo that you want to edit. Press this icon so that you can choose photo from the gallery. If you still need to take a picture, press this camera icon. I will choose my recent photos. After adding the photo, it will appear in your Lightroom library. Press the photo and it will redirect to the editing panel. These are the basic tools of Adobe Lightroom: crop, light, color. Now let's start with the crop.
Crop is where you can straighten, rotate, flip, and set your photos to a specific aspect ratio. Now, let's move on to lighting. Now we will explain and show how these tools work. Let's start with exposure. Exposure is where you can control the brightness of your photo. Move the slider to the right to make the photo brighter. As you see, the photo now is too bright. If you do not desire photos with too much brightness, just move the slider towards the left. If you want more darker photos, just move the slider all the way to the left. Now let's proceed to contrast. It determines the contrast between light colors and dark colors. We will just show the actual effect of it. As I move the slider to the right, we can see that the colors in the photo looks more defined. And by moving the slider to the left, it will do the opposite effect. Next is the highlights. It controls the brightness of the lighter parts of your photo. As you can see, the background here is the lighter part of the photo. As I move the slider to the right, you can see that the backgrounds become lighter with less detail. As we move the slider to the left, the background will reveal more detail. Moving on to shadow. It controls the brightness of the darker parts of your photo. We can see the changes of it as we move the slider right and left. White sets the white point of the photo. Whites control all the light pixels in the photo. Blacks. This tool sets the black point of the photo. This tool only sets the dark pixels in the photo. Now let's move on to the color tools. Now let's start with temperature. It determines how warm or cool the colors appear in your photo. Here is an example clip.
Tint determines how green or purple the colors appear in your photo. Here, as an example. Vibrance changes the saturation without causing unpleasant color cast. Here, as an example. Saturation controls the saturations of all colors equally. Here is an example. Black and white converts the photo to black and white. Here, as an example. Color mixer. The color mixer gives you greater control over the individual colors in your photo. Here, as an example.
The editing is finished. Now I will show you how to save the edited photo.